listen up. I hear we conquered the Imperial capital. Look out for yourself in the next battle.
Nothing tastes, even if the kingdom...
Need something. See you again soon.
I thought defeating the Emblem only holes to do, and so maybe we me aside? Nope.
Slithering in darkness. Unsettling to see. You seem pretty calm. I imagine this...
Pardon me. I've got a message for you. The Emperor was keeping the art. When you go to Shambhala...
Sounds like there were I think war was big. Come to think of, never mind.
With Edelgard gone, that's all. She was also the one to put my father. I can't handle it. I can't deal with him. Please, you have to do something. Professor. Finally, everyone lost some, but maybe we can put a. We have to defeat them. No. Maybe. Boo.
I thought that'd take it. I'll have to write to my...
Hey! Oh.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I can hardly believe you. I really thought we'd know peace.
I hope things go back. Hey, how about a favor? Professor!
Oh.
I thought the war would end with aid. This may be premature. I have to consider. I don't have an answer. Let's make sure the next...
Oh.
So Lady Rhea was all finally simply
Right.
The folks were fighting. It's that group who... I'm not prone to...
A mysterious... It appears these... After the fall, that said...
Okay.
Hey!
Dedu saw to it that Edelgard, his expression, I don't know where he went off to after that.
Professor!
How's this? We saved Rhea. The reasons for me to remain in Fodlan are fading. That's a little hasty.
Come to think of it. So, that lot really. But then there's Count. He sacrificed. When I heard that, you know Count Berkeley's.
Wake up, eat, we gotta prepare for the assault. But that hasn't changed my routine. All that training?
I see. We crushed the Empire at long last. But we knew there was a secret group. Now we have a chance to make the first. It's also thanks to him that we were able to rescue Rhea. Well, if we play, Rhea's the only.
We won against the. But I guess we still. How about Count Berkeley's, the minister Cornelia of the Fargus? He must have realized that the revival of the.
You did it. I thought that would put an end. I hope you'll be able to put an end.
A mysterious power. In comparison to this, the internal power struck fear will serve. Perhaps I will have the
I have a thought. You've done it. You did it. You crushed the Empire and rushed. I'm sure the Captain is proud of you right now. As am I, of course. Sorry, we still will knock him.
Professor!
We've all heard the legend of Nemesis. Those two descriptions. Which versions? But I guess that's the nature of history.
I heard that Lady Rhea's back. Oh, she's I pray that she.
The thing is, we finally got. I wish we could afford.
Hey, you.
Thank you.
Well.
Have you considered, as history proved, those who and when they fall,
So,
We have succeeded in rest and will peaceful day.
I'll keep my voice down. Really? Wow. Lady Rhea still seems weak. I'm praying that Goddess.
hello there.
He's dead. I was ready for it. He gave his own life. That's a fight that this whole time. But did I ever get him?
Is it really prudent to bring... It would be best not to have her doing anything strenuous.
There are still many for their sake.
Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart. Who'd have thought? I was hoping my big brother would, but he says that I'm glad he recognizes that Shambal, I'm glad he... Professor, those who slither in the... I get the sense. I wouldn't be surprised. There's no but whatever their motive.
Listen. The history of the Empire, but the Hresfeld when Edelgard, she said that at any rate.
Professor,
Here's a thought.
fighting against if there's a force with our own. The Empire is, but we must be stopping the.
Our next opponent is... Do you remember what Solon called us? No. Meanwhile, who exactly is...
Right. I am so glad that my brother continues to... Of course, I am worried. She should just leave things to you.
Professor.
Wow. We rescued late, but not in time.
Lady Ray is back. But things aren't... There's still folks... Speaking of which, Professor, please don't ask...
Rhea is sleeping right now. The long confinement. To make matters worse, we please proceed with caution.
Professor, I don't know it. I suspect.
This war might be over. I don't know when. But you know someday another war will... War may all... and peace.
I thought that after the end, but something... We'll have to take care of...
I think...
I did not expect...
Yeah, you just...
eating delicious.
This is...
Yep.
Eating food off...
That...
Delicious. Ah.
This is my...
That looks...
I appreciate...
you
This is...
The flavor.
Captain Gerald.
I know.
Lysithea, I have to say, you're really impressive. I respect you a lot, and I thought I should tell you.
Okay.
It's just, you know, you're 4 years younger than me, but you work really hard at everything. I mean, when I was your age, I wasted all my time just goofing off and doing whatever I wanted.
Doesn't look like much has changed for you since then. And unlike you, I don't have time to waste, so leave me be.
Are you going to do some extra magic training? I'd be happy to join you, if you don't mind. What do you want to start with?
I am absolutely disinterested in spending any time with you. What is it you want anyway? Clearly, you haven't been listening to a word I've been saying. Perhaps it's because I'm younger. You see fit to ignore me when I speak. Is that it?
What? No. Age has nothing to do with it. You're amazing. You're true to yourself. You know what you want and who you are. Not a lot of girls I know can say that.
Ah, so it isn't my age that's to blame for you breezing over my wishes. It's my gender.
What? Where did you get that idea? I'm just trying to praise your smarts and hard work and everything. It's impressive how someone so young...
Your lack of self-awareness is deeply troubling.
What I'm aware of is you trying to pick a fight. Calm down, kiddo.
Look, I'm really busy. Super, extremely, inordinately busy. I've got one last thing to say to you.
And what would that be?
I'm skilled with magic, and my abilities are finely honed. It's not like I need someone for target practice.
No, but I do.
That settles that. And don't even think about brawling around here again.
Impressive, Caspar. Well done.
Hey, Ferdinand, did you see that fight?
I saw it from start to finish. Both parties were at fault, disturbing the peace. Then you stepped in and corrected their behavior. You are setting a good example. I am proud to call you my fellow noble.
Your fellow noble? I wasn't even thinking about nobility. That had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me, nothing? Resolving conflicts among common folk is a duty of the nobles. Is that not what you were doing?
I guess so. But it was more like instinct or something. I saw people acting out of line and I had to step in.
Ah, you were acting on impulse. You might be better served following moral convictions rather than instincts. Take me, for example. I always bear in mind that I am a noble and behave accordingly. The fortunate must help the unfortunate. That is my guiding principle.
I never have any idea what you're talking about. If someone's in trouble, you gotta help them out. Simple as that.
A difference of opinion, you might say. Very well then. Believe what you will. I will not expend energy trying to change your mind.
Maybe all of this noble stuff just isn't for me. Hey, don't walk away when I'm talking to you.
I've got that same professor.
Thanks.
This'll be
Yeah.
not too.
Now is the time to
It's within my...
I have much
I still need...
Aha!
It is so much
Singing with...
I am ever so grateful.
How could... I passed. I failed.
I will prevail.
Ready for anything.
Let's clean up.
Onward.
More fighting.
My orders?
Let's go.
At your service.
At the ready.
I'm awake.
This is as far as I go.
Maybe.
At the ready.
Ready for anything.
Let's go.
My orders?
I'm awake.
More fighting. Winning is what matters. Maybe.
An encouraging display.
At your service.
This...
My dreams and...
At the ready.
I'm awake.
Not like this. I haven't repaid my debt.
I'm awake.
This is as far...
I will prevail.
Let's go.
My orders?
At the ready.
More fighting.
I'm awake.
Let's clean up.
At your service. Onward.
Ready for anything.
I am...
A fitting outcome. No time for pity. I'll take it. And that... I fought and won. fitting outcome.
I think I'm improving.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
I've got...
My orders? Let's clean up.
Ready for anything.
I'm awake.
Let's go.
More fighting.
At your service.
Onward. I will prevail.
At the ready. Sorry, but I must. I fight for Lady Rhea.
More fighting.
At your service.
I'm awake.
I hate this feeling.
Onward.
I had to protect my friends.
This still isn't good. Ready for anything. No time for pity.
Winning is what matters.
You are impressive. I will prevail.
I don't want to die here.
Let's clean up.
My orders?
At the ready. We're all desperate, aren't we?
I aspire to emulate you.
Let's go.
I fight for justice's name. War. A tragic end. Leave.
That's an encouraging display.
No way I can lose here.
Throwing.
Let's keep our guard up.
I don't want to die here.
Only thorns left on this rose. I'm winning is what matters.
Be at peace.
A fitting outcome.
You make me feel safe.
don't want to die here.
I will prevail.
Let's clean up.
Not for myself, for everyone.
A striking display.
I'm awake.
My orders? More fighting.
Onward.
At your service.
Ha! Well... There's...
Let's go.
Ready for anything.
Another...
This'll...
Will this ever end?
At the ready.
This is my stage now.
Let's go.
At the ready. Sorry, but I must.
I'd better keep up. Let's clean up. More fighting.
At your service. I will prevail.
Ready for anything.
My orders? Onward!
I'm awake.
Witness frigid pride.
A predictable success.
Feels good to fight for a cause. I'll grow with...
I don't expect forgiveness.
Just stay alive, okay?
Will this ever end?
We're all desperate, aren't we? If I live, I fight. A fitting outcome. Today I was lucky.
This'll...
More.
I don't regret this power.
I will see this war through. I fought and won.
It's win or die. All this... Thinning their numbers.
All right, who's next?
That should help.
Flame spirit, protect me.
Amazing.
People are waiting on me.
Feels good to fight for a cause. I'll... Closer to victory.
You got yourself kicked. Pull out all this. A fitting outcome.
Nope. I've
Thanks. Can't. Thanks.
All right. Hey. I thought... Still...
Ah.
That? Natural. That was...
Tech... What?
Professor!
We did some...
Seems my...
I think I've got...
Can't let this...
I'll make good...
I've come too...
Too much fighting. I need a moment's peace.
Why, if it isn't Dorothea?
What are you doing here?
Patrolling the grounds. There have been entirely too many raids as of late. And yourself?
Nothing. Not really. I just needed a bit of quiet.
It is regrettable to see you so troubled by this war. This is not a burden any commoner should bear.
Don't trouble yourself on my account. So, did you ever find that wife you were looking for?
This is hardly the time or place for me to be searching for a bride. Why do you ask?
The truth is... I know this is sudden, but there's a war on, and who knows what tomorrow brings, right?
Go on.
I've always been quite fond of you. But I've also... well... I've given up on you.
That is... sudden? But why would you give up on me?
You're from a noble family, and I'm a commoner. It would have been scandalous. I did what I could to be worthy of you, but you never noticed. So, I've resigned myself to a lonesome life, my feelings unrequited.
You found it so easy to give up on me? Truly? This war has changed my mind on a great many things, you know. I've given it all a lot of thought.
I like seeing you flustered, you know that? It makes joking with you so much more fun.
Joking?
Yes, joking. It used to be my job to pluck at people's heartstrings, remember? And I'm much better at it than you are. Admit it, Sir Lawrence.
I concede defeat, but your words have cut straight through to my heart. And now I must tell you how I feel. I've always been charmed by you. I do not think I realized just how thoroughly until this moment.
You and I both know that doesn't matter. Not really. We can never get married.
Perhaps not now. I've not determined where I stand when it comes to marriage. But when this war is over, I will make a decision.
You will, huh? Gosh, I sure do hope I'm not already married by then.
Oh, that's hardly a concern. No one you find could possibly compare to me.
Ha! Huh. Not bad.
You're quite skilled.
Shamir, what a rare treat for you to start a conversation for a change.
Is it?
It's not possible you came to ask for my help with something. Could it be you want to become closer friends?
Don't flatter yourself.
That's cruel. You could have at least hesitated a beat before answering.
Last we spoke, you were questioning whether or not you belong here.
You remember that, do you? Well, yes, I do think this is where I belong. For now. I have things that I want to achieve, and I can only do that by staying right where I am. That said, once I've done what I'm here to do, It's hard to say whether I'll stay or leave. I might end up searching for another place to belong.
That is true for most people. Life would be tedious if we knew what lies ahead. Whether or not you belong in a place can change at any time. As soon as you settle in somewhere new, you begin to question your decision.
That's true. I guess trying things out and searching for our own path is what life is about. And both of our paths have led us here. This is where we belong right now. Even if it's just a temporary coincidence, we should cherish it while it lasts.
What are you going on about now?
I'm just saying we should make the most of this time we have together, since we don't know how long it'll last. Once it's gone, it might never come back. Right?
Is this your sad attempt at flirting? I will admit, you're an interesting one.
Hey, got a minute?
Ah, Leone, are we to sharpen swords again?
No, I came to give you this handkerchief back. Sorry, I know I held on to it for a while. You lent me this, remember?
I recall giving it to you. It is a noble's duty to give to the common folk. In return, the commoner need only pay respect.
That's nice. You left out the part where the nobles take all the stuff the regular folks make?
Yes, the common folk give the fruits of their labor, willingly, I might add, as a token of that respect. The head of San village offers his tribute in exactly that spirit, you know.
San? That's my village. You knew?
Of course. We granted exclusive hunting rights to San and forbade outsiders from poaching. In fact, when we received complaints about just that, we hired mercenaries to deal with the issue.
So that's what brought Gerald.
What was that?
Nothing. Look, just take the handkerchief. I'm returning something I borrowed from a friend.
Very well. As your friend, I will accept it.
You know, I really wish you wouldn't think of nobles as always giving and commoners as only receiving. Friends help each other, without thinking about status, and that help goes both ways.
Quite so. And when I require the aid of a friend, I assure you I will happily recognize it. But only with friends. In the main, I must continue to refuse assistance from the common folk. For a noble to accept would be disgraceful.
Huh. I always thought he was just stuck up. Turns out, he just has this grand idea of nobility he's trying to live up to. Oh no! I didn't even give him the handkerchief! So that's it. I'm going to be a great mercenary just like Captain Gerald.
Ha! You skipped right to the conclusion. That's exactly what Gerald would do.
I know. I picked that up from him too.
That might not be the finest trait of his to emulate. In the end, it comes down to combat skill. Regardless, I'm happy to hear you say all this.
Why's that?
I've strived to become a knight at the level of Captain Gerald. But I'm an old man. I've come to accept that I will never be his match.
No, don't say that. You can't give up.
No, it's quite all right. I know myself and what I'm capable of. But you're still young. Youth is a weapon of the utmost power. Infinite possibility. We are both inspired by Captain Gerald. So I hereby bequeath to you my lofty ambitions.
That's... wow. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
No need to cry, Leone. I'm relieved. My dream is in good hands with you. Captain Gerald is looking down proudly on you, I'm sure. Will you carry on his legacy?
Of course I will. Definitely.
Leone, do you remember the story I told you once about what happened at the inn?
The hatchet throwing? Sure, I remember. Why?
Gerald ran up quite a tab with all his drinking, and he left without paying. Now his debt is due, And as you have declared that you'll carry on his legacy, you see where I'm going with this.
Wait, what? That's got nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with me either. I don't drink. Even so, all this time, I've been paying it back little by little. And it's not just that one place. He owes money in towns all over Fodlan. I haven't been able to step into a tavern anywhere without being badgered for payment. Ugh, so exhausting. But now, I can say that the debts are for you to cover. You're still young, so I'm sure you'll manage in time. Thank you, Leonie!
Hold on, that's a joke, right? Hey, get back here! Take your lofty ambitions back! I don't want your stupid debts!
Ah, you have arrived at just the right time. Care for one of these handmade treats?
My goodness, Ferdy. When did you become such a talented confectioner?
Oh, Dorothea, I am hardly an expert.
Nevertheless, you have managed to make some tasty-looking treats.
Well, it is the first time I have tried my hand at it. Honestly, there were several unsuccessful attempts preceding this batch. I made these pastries to solve that riddle you gave me. The reason you despise me.
Oh?
You said I was like a bee. The bee is a dutiful worker, just as I am. But the bee inherits a capacious home, with a wealth of honey. Similarly, I inherited my fortune. I did not receive it as a reward for my labor. I surmised that perhaps you'd feel differently about me if I earned something all on my own. That was my plan, to emulate your transformation from desperate pauper to successful songstress.
All on your own? Did you renounce your nobility? Give away your riches?
No, I made these. I obtained all the ingredients on my own, without anyone's help.
You mean, you got the sugar and the flour?
Yes. To earn the flour, I worked in the fields. To earn the sugar, I carried a merchant's wares.
Who did the cooking? You?
Naturally. I took on some extra chores in exchange for use of the kitchen at night.
I have to admit, that's impressive. Hey, it looks like you had a bit of an accident. Is your hand okay?
I burned myself a little while I was baking. Nothing to worry about.
Nonsense. That burn will scar you, know. Come on, let's get you to the infirmary.
Wait, Dorothea! You have yet to try my treats.
You should be fine now, Ferdy. Big shot nobles have to treat their bodies with care just like the rest of us.
There you go again. Noble this, noble that. Though you did say it with less disdain than usual.
Nothing gets past you. As it were, I may have reconsidered you a little.
You have reconsidered me? Finally! Just as I had hoped, we are becoming friends. Now then, I propose that we...
I only said I reconsidered a little. And you still haven't figured out why I said you're like a bee. Which is funny, because you look like a bee right now. Bye!
So, I am still a bee. A completely mystified bee. Mercedes! Finally! There you are.
Ah, Ferdinand! Why are you so short of breath?
I just wanted to show you something.
What's this? Oh.
Yes, these are financial records that I recovered from your adoptive father. They prove that when he adopted you, large sums of money changed hands.
Where did you come across these?
I stealthily made my way into Ferdiad and looked around his estate. It was easy. That kind of thing is no trouble for an intrepid young noble such as myself.
That's amazing! I mean, amazingly irresponsible. I can't believe you put yourself at risk for my benefit. I really wish you wouldn't do such things.
No, I did it for my benefit. I could not help myself. With these documents, we can show everyone what a scoundrel your adoptive father really is. His noble aspirations will be crushed. The lord of the region will probably rescind his adoption contract. In other words, you will be free. Here, take them. Do with them what you will.
Do you really believe these will set me free?
Yes, of course. You will be free to decide your own path in life and go wherever your heart leads you.
That does sound nice, but... I'm sorry, Ferdinand, but I think you should hold on to the documents.
Why? Is this not what you want?
I've lived so much of my life following everyone else's lead, so much so that I've come to terms with it. It's almost unavoidable at this point. But with these, I could regain my freedom and change all that.
You baffle me. Do you not wish to be free?
Of course I do. Let me try that again in a way you might understand. Ahem. A true noble cuts their own path, seizing freedom from the clutches of tyranny.
I cannot argue with that. Fine then. I will hold on to the documents.
But I'm really very happy that you're so concerned with my well-being, Ferdinand. It means so much to me that you went through all that trouble on my behalf.
Of course, Mercedes. The smile on your face is well worth the effort. Flayn, I hope you will allow me to apologize.
Why would you need to do that?
Last time, when I was working on my armor, you could have been gravely injured. You have been avoiding me ever since, so I want to reiterate how very sorry I am.
I'm not sure that's entirely the case.
So you are not avoiding me?
To be perfectly honest, I felt a bit embarrassed. When you embraced me before, it really caught me off guard. You're surprisingly strong for how slender you appear. Anyway, it all got me rather flustered.
Oh, I see. Well, I do train quite often. On the battlefield, it is perfectly common to lift up a wounded comrade. It has nothing to do with your gender. In the heat of the moment, I pay no attention to such things. That is, how I would explain it.
I see. So you have a well of strength for embracing people, it seems.
Well, I would not put it like that. Usually, when I embrace people, it is in the context of battle.
Is that so? So the embrace was nothing more than a rescue. Perhaps I was flustered needlessly. I wonder if you would consider embracing me when my life is not in peril.
Huh? Why?
Because I'd like to feel that way again. That's why. How about it? Or is your capacity for embracing limited exclusively to warfare?
Oh, I see what is going on here. I had forgotten how charmingly ethereal you can be. Very well. As per your request, I shall embrace you again.
I'm delighted. Does right now work for you?
Why, of course. Easily done. Although, perhaps we shouldn't tell Seteth.
Agreed. Better to let this be our little secret.
Ah, here you are.
What's up, Lynn? Come to invite me to dinner?
Well, that too, but first there is something I wish to say. I believe I previously implied that it's okay to live out your days by running away from what troubles you. And I think that I was unkind to you.
What are you talking about?
To be honest, while I try to be easygoing, I currently feel a bit uneasy about something. One of the effects of running away constantly is that eventually one runs out of places to, well, run. Because I avoid memories I find unpleasant, the number of things I avoid is forever increasing. I've never learned to deal with the pain of my past, so I can never increase my tolerance toward new pains.
And?
That's all. But there are some nights where it really worries me.
That's what you wanted to say? It'd be the same if you weren't avoiding things. You'd just be up at night wondering what was coming next. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you showing me a glimpse of your real self for the first time.
For the first time? Each time I speak, I show my real self.
So, what about that conversation we had?
Which conversation?
When you said I was a great woman, was that true?
Of course. You have too low an opinion of yourself.
I thought you were just trying to make me feel better. I didn't really think you looked at me that way, Lynn.
Why? Is it so strange? You seemed rather happy about it at the time.
It's not weird. Okay, it's kind of weird. You're weird, Lynn. You know, I'm hungry all of a sudden. Maybe I laughed too much.
Good. I was going to invite you to dinner.
You were?
When I walked in, you asked if I'd come to invite you to dinner. I said yes, but I can't be bothered to walk into town. Shall we visit the dining hall?
What? Oh, fine. Show me this easygoing way of yours.
Shamir, can I be having your time? There is a thought that is giving me great concern.
Let's hear it, Petra.
If Dagda is ever invading Fodlan again, what will you be doing?
I'd join the army of Dagda. I'd lay waste to Fodlan and return to my homeland.
If that is the truth, then I am having one more question for you. If that was happening, and all of us were fighting for Fodlan, would you be fighting us too?
Of course. You expect me to die for you? You should be prepared to do the same. Your homeland would likely join Dagda.
So, that is your truth?
Maybe. If you'd asked me 5 years ago.
Hmm?
I've been a mercenary since childhood. Always fighting for a bounty. If my allies didn't pay, I'd side with the enemy. It's why I became a sniper. Easier to dispose of anyone with a reward on their head. It's also why I joined the Knights of Seros. I owed them a debt, but that's all changed.
You are not fighting for money now?
That's right. When I see everyone fighting for Fodlan, I feel inclined to help. I won't die for the cause, but I will protect everyone. If the army of Dagda engaged you, I'd fight at your side.
Hearing that is it gives me great joy. Until the war is finished, let us fight together.
Mercedes, I swear, the whole cathedral glows with heavenly light when you're around.
Hello, Sylvain. What a treat to see you here. I thought you preferred places with more ladies around.
I'm here because you're here. And I don't care about other girls.
Oh, come now. I'm sure you use that line all the time.
Actually, I've only said it to girls who thought I was lying about being You know what? There's no reason to get into all that. The truth is, I would really like to spend some time with you. What do you say to that?
Well, if you were really interested in me, I would want you to get to know me better.
I agree. I've been such an idiot in the past, always angling for the seduction. I've forgotten how to just talk to someone.
You act like you're full of regret, but I know you don't really mean it. Still, I'm glad to hear you say that at least. I told you such a boring story the last time we spoke. I was worried you might think I was a dull person.
Dull? No. I was worried that I'd made you remember unhappy times. It's horrible what you had to go through. It's not like anyone chooses to be born with a crest.
Right. We can't choose our bloodline. You've got a crest too, haven't you, Sylvain? What has your experience been like?
Are you asking how being born with a crest affected me?
Yes. I know there was that business with your brother Miklon, but I'm sure you don't want to talk about all that.
It's not a very happy story.
Please don't feel the need to hold back on my account. I'm here if you need someone to share in your pain.
Would you want to know more about me, even if I didn't have a crest, or come from a noble family?
This has nothing to do with your crest or family. I'm just asking as your friend. How should I put this? When I look at you, I don't see a crest. I want to see the real you.
You do? Here's the short version. I hate crests. Even though having one is supposed to be such a great blessing, mine has ruined everything. Miklon was heir to our house. Then I was born, and I became the heir because I had a crest. That made my older brother jealous enough to want to kill me. And every woman in Fodlan wants to have my little crest baby, so they can join the nobility. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's like to have a crest.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up such awful things.
No, I should keep my temper better. I don't want you to see me act that way.
Don't say that. I'm glad we were able to talk. I feel like I'm finally seeing the real you. Oh, Sylvain, will you save me from the curse of having a crest?
Of course. I think I love you. And I mean that. With all my heart. I love you, Mercedes. Let's get married and have crest babies.
Sure.
Ah, Dorothea. What are you doing here?
I was actually waiting to see you.
Were you going to invite me out to dinner? I accept.
Yes, I was. I don't think it would be so bad to share a meal with you from time to time.
How about tonight? I'm busy tomorrow.
That's fine by me. What are you busy with, I wonder? Girls? And more girls?
Isn't it an unwritten rule not to ask about such things? But what a curious turn of events. Have you perhaps got an ulterior motive?
No ulterior motives. If you're worried, we can just pretend this conversation never happened.
No, wait! That's not what I meant. I just don't understand why you want my company now, when you've always been so cold to me. Have you perhaps fallen in love with me?
My stomach just got queasy. You know what? Maybe I'll eat on my own after all.
Fine, I get it. You want someone to chase your loneliness away.
Something like that, yes. If you don't want to, I'll ask someone else.
Don't dream of it. It would be my pleasure, milady. And to be clear, the reason you chose to spend time with me is my family, yes? Or is it my crest? Both? I'm just curious about such things. Say I was a commoner. Would you still have invited me to dinner?
Is this really necessary for a simple dinner invitation? Actually, I have a question of my own. Say I was a hoarse-voiced old hag. Would you still be flirting with me? Would you still want to hold my hand and whisper sweet nothings?
That's a difficult question. I have nothing against mature women, but...
Even if you were an old man, I still would have invited you out. If you were a former noble exiled from his family, or an orphan from the streets, my heart cares not. Just kidding. I just wanted to try saying it. Of course it's better that you have money.
You little... Yeah, that's probably true. So, Dorothea, about that dinner?
It would be an honor to have you join me tonight. And let's not talk about things like this over dinner, okay?
Even if I was an old man or an orphan, huh?
Alois.
Ah! A ghost! I'm sorry! Oh, forgive me, please forgive me!
Calm down. It's just me.
That voice, it's... Shamir? Ah, it's Shamir. Whew, you frightened me. My heart was beating so hard I thought it would burst out my nose.
Your heart's in your chest, not your head.
Can you try not to be so stealthy when you're approaching a fellow knight?
Your reaction was excessive. Are you afraid of ghosts?
I suppose there's no point in hiding it. I'm terrified of them.
Terrified? Of ghosts? I didn't mean to pry. There's no need to...
No, I want to get it off my chest. That time when we were on our way back from a mission, do you remember what I asked you?
You asked if I ever think about the people I've killed.
Yes. You said you never do, but me, I can't go a day without thinking about them. The feel of my weapon cutting through them, their twisted faces, their cries of pain, and that awful scent of blood. I was carrying out my duties, but that doesn't make it easier for me to forget. And the dead haven't forgotten me either. Their hatred, their resentment, their curses. One day, the spirits will set upon me for revenge. Ooh!
I apologize for striking you, but it had to be done. Have you calmed down?
Yes, thanks. I needed that.
I'm surprised someone like you managed to become a knight. Or perhaps that's why you became one.